field and started creating my own music, writing, composing. And 4 years down, I'm doing it professionally and doing a lot of touring.
When did you migrate to the UK?
I went there in 98, so I moved over since 98. Yeah.
And so you're, in terms of the amount of years that you were in Trinidad, wasn't really that much.
No.
So what kind of created this love for Trinidad?
Well, I've always loved culture, and I guess being so far away, you tend to stay engaged with what you love, because you can't have it as much as you would if you're here, So I've always loved culture, so carnival, mass, pan, soca, yeah.
And looking at the success that you've had thus far, were you surprised by it? And when you first won the first title, I mean, you've doubled this time. No. When you won it first and the second time, let's talk about the circumstances surrounding that victory.
Yeah, well, in 2012, I won the Power Soca Monarch in the UK. Came second in Groovy, and I mean, it was a title that for me it represented hard work, because London, as you know, in Europe, soca music isn't the first choice music there. So a lot of the places where I do go to perform, it's mostly the first time hearing it or even seeing it live. So seeing it as an ambassador for the music is something that I'm proud to be a monarch, to represent it and to also showcase our culture,
What is the next step?
The next step is to come home and take part,
Will you ever consider being part of our Soca Monarch to go up against the local artists?
Yeah, definitely, because I sing with, I'm open for a lot of the big name artists in Europe. So, I mean, coming on home soil and doing that would be an honor.
And also, in terms of your touring, what has the response been like? Do people say, why is this UK national singing soca, the Caribbean songs?
No, a lot of the times, they're quite excited because it's something fresh, within Europe. They're always looking for that new choice of music, that new sound. So I guess I'm lucky enough to be working in a place where there's a lot of open-minded people and, I can express myself.
Now, also the type of music. So you started with groovy and power. Let's talk about, can we see any collaborations with a lot of the local artists? Is that something that you're considering?
It is something I'm definitely considering for the future. So yeah, I do a blend of groovy and power. One of my power songs, which will be out and you should be hearing, is called It's Me, which won the Soca Monarch in the UK.
Has it reached the local airwaves as yet?
We started promoting yesterday, so yes, on Power 102 we did an interview.
Right. So are you trying to break into the Trinidad market?
Of course. I have to. This is the mecca of soca, of carnival, so I mean, you're only good as your home.
Have you been to carnival since actually going to the UK? Have you played carnival at all in Trinidad?
Yeah. I've been coming for the last since 2001. I've been coming back home. So
in terms of influences, who do you think influences your music style currently?
Influences. I'm really inspired by Mighty Shadow. Love Shadow music, man. Marshall Montana for his production and consistency. Bungie Garden for lyrical content. And
now reinventing soca and taking the risk, because you're in England.
Yeah.
But the music, is it really appealing to those outside the diaspora? Are you attracting new listeners?
I believe I am, definitely. Also with the new emergence of Afro beats, it's very similar to soca. So I guess what we're doing right now is opening, broadening the market. So not only West Indian or Caribbean people, but we're appealing to the Africans as well, appealing to the Europeans. So I definitely think that our music is definitely branching out.
As it relates to, the sexual content of soca, because soca is really a sexy kind of music. How do you blend the sexiness, you as a sex appeal, kind of sex appeal figure, and the lyrical content? How do you create that stage show?
Well, I try my best not to be too vulgar, because I guess the good thing with me, and I've found throughout my journey, that I'm able to appeal to a broad audience. So I mean, from young kids to who I call senior members of society. So I tend to keep my music quite neutral, so it can appeal to, I can go and sing my song for kids as well as...
Do you write your own content?
I definitely write my own content, yes.
As it relates to the songs for, well, we are in 2014.
Yeah.
Will you be here for Carnival? Will you be making the rounds for the local circuit?
Yes, I'll definitely be doing the rounds, and you should see me at fetes, in radio interviews, so hopefully some more television interviews, and you'll be hearing it. You might even recognize the name or be familiar with the name, but when you hear the song and you see the performance, I'm sure you would say, I'm proud he's a Trinidadian.
Looking at the Trinidad, what advice do you have for local fans? What do you want them to know about you?
Well, I am, as you know, I am a Trinidad-born, based in the UK, soca artist who is promoting the culture to the fullest. That is true production, true musical content, and true consistency. What I would definitely see to youth and up-and-coming artists is that to look at it as a business. You need to organize and arrange yourself as a business, but also you need to be dedicated to what you are doing and ensure that you deliver that quality every time.
What is a typical day like for you? You know, it's funny that people talk about hard work. What is a day in the life of a soca artist? Is it all the extravagance? You know, because people just look at it and be like, that's a pretty cool lifestyle.
I mean, to be honest, it's like being in London is different. Because, you know, in Trinidad, nobody knows me, so I'm kind of like...
Incognito, yeah.
You know, but whereas in London, it's quite different. It's quite hectic. I write, wake up in the morning and give thanks. But also think of ways of marketing and the next step forward. So I'm consistently thinking about how I can, you know, take my brand to a different level.
Do you have a strong team behind you?
I do have a very strong team behind me who goes by the name of the Joocie Camp. So that's young, talented individuals. So that's that blend. We have Europeans, we have Africans, we have Caribbean. So it's like Pilau.
It's like a Pilau, local term there. But go check out his music. He is a Trinidadian flying the flag internationally. We take a very short break. We come back and open our phone lines and just the points of clarification.